Tom, you wrote and recorded a song named Country Lad. Tell us about it.
Country Lad was the first song I ever wrote. And I was working down in Nashville at a radio station, and I got writing that song. I was young. I was about 17 or 18 years old, and I wandered around a lot, and it just, I left Wisconsin, and I just went on tour and grabbed it. I rode a couple of freight trains and wound up down in Nashville. I wound up working at WKDA radio station down there, and had a pass to go to the Grand Ole Opry every Saturday night at Ryman Auditorium, and I spent every waking minute of my life I could possibly do going to Ryman. I met Patsy Cline and all the old timers, Carl Smith and the whole Hank Snow, and String Bean. Even met String Bean. You know, he got killed just later on. But I wrote that song, and I just was wandering, and I wrote that in the late 50s.
The story's about a country lad who didn't want to turn out bad, but everything he did seemed to be wrong. With an old guitar across his back, he waited by a railroad track, and the next southbound freight he got on. Nothing really mattered then. The urge to roam got the best of him. He set out to see what he could find. The only thing he took along was an old guitar to sing a song about that little gal he'd left behind. Heading south through Georgia in a boxcar full of bums, knows yesterday is gone and tomorrow never comes. Picking on his guitar and singing songs he wrote, feeling free as a wind, he never missed a note. For years he wandered far and wide, saw almost all the countryside. As a growing man he was coming home again. He'd go see his mom and dad, his heart was pounding, he was glad. He'd tell his little sweetheart where he'd been. Heading north through Georgia in a boxcar full of bums, knows yesterday is gone and tomorrow never comes. Picking on his guitar and singing songs he wrote, feeling free as a wind, he never missed a note. As a train it rolled into the town with familiar houses all around, country boy knew he was home again. He went out to his old homestead, but both his mom and dad were dead, and his sweetheart had got married to a friend. Nothing really mattered now. He knew he was wrong somehow, but his old guitar still hung across his back. In the distance he could hear it call, so he didn't see his gal at all. Once more he waited along the railroad tracks. The story that I've told you folks is true, and it is not a joke, 'cause country boy just happens to be me. So before you catch a southbound freight, stop and think before it's too late, 'cause you'll regret it till eternity. Heading west through Denver in a boxcar full of bums, knows yesterday is gone and tomorrow never comes. Picking on his guitar and singing songs he wrote, heading toward the sunset, he never missed a note. Heading toward the sunset, he never missed a note.